Premier Danielle Smith goes to war with the WEF and the fast government machine that's controlling it or been infiltrated. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. If you've been following this channel for the last 6 months, you'll notice that Danielle Smith is often a hot button issue here on this channel. We're always talking about how great of a job I think she's been doing personally, the politics and policies she's brought into Alberta, and how she's keeping Albertans within their own rights. And she's keeping Albertans safe by making the best possible decisions in order to move the province in a positive direction. I find that she's doing the best job since premiers like Ralph Klein, where she's actually doing things that benefit the citizens. And if you've followed this channel again, we had the pleasure of sitting down with Danielle Smith back in October, and I sincerely hope that I'll be able to have Danielle Smith again on the channel in the near future. Of course, Premier's very busy, and it's difficult to find some time slots to talk with her, especially these days. But just know that I am in contact with her offices, and we're working together to try and find time slots to get her back, because this is the best way to get information out. Speaking of getting information out, don't forget that every time we talk about these things, anytime we talk about Justin Trudeau or the Liberal government of Canada, well, because of censorship bills, we're shadow banned in the algorithm. So make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, as my analytics are telling me, only 1% of people are notified when our videos go live. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, join us in our large Fringe majority, and turn on your bell for notifications so that you can be told when videos drop live. As we say and get into this, let's take a look at this article from the good old indoctrinating crew over at CTV News Edmonton. Because Premier Danielle Smith is now going to war with the WEF. She's going to end the agreement on medical tyranny with the World Economic Forum. And again, this just shows the large set of cojones that Danielle Smith possesses, as I don't see anybody else doing this. But in Edmonton, reporting that Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has said she's canceling a health consulting agreement involving the World Economic Forum, an agency at the center of global domination conspiracy theories. I love how they put that in there. This is why I like covering these articles, because it's comedy at best. Because she won't work with a group that talks about controlling governments. They say that like it's a bad thing. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't agree more. I find it distasteful when billionaires brag about how much control they have over political leaders, Smith said at a news conference Monday after her new cabinet was sworn in. That is offensive. The people who should be directing government are the people who vote for them. Quite frankly, until the organization stops bragging about how much control they have over political leaders, I have no interest in being involved with them. The UCP premier said that she is in lockstep with federal conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, who has stated he and his caucus will have nothing to do with the World Economic Forum. The deal with Alberta Health Services sees the province share ideas with health researchers at Harvard University and the Mayo Clinic under the forum's umbrella. The high-profile conference of global political and business leaders has been the focus of conspiracy theories on both sides of the political spectrum. A decade ago, it was accused by left-wing of conspiring to cut pensions and slash environmental programs. It became the focus of attacks from the right during the pandemic. When the IT promoted... I think that's a misspell. When the IT promoted a great reset, calling for ideas on how to better organize global society post-pandemic. That started online conspiracy accusations proven and debunked that the forum is floating a global cabal of string pullers exploiting the pandemic to dismantle capitalism and introduce damaging socialist systems and social control measures, such as forcing people to take the poke with tracking chips. Smith, on a live stream interview, announced that the deal was ending but didn't say why at a news conference. She also declined to respond to 2 questions on the forum. The premier was asked by a reporter if she had concerns about the forum because you accept the online conspiracy theory that the WEF is a front for a global cabal of world leaders being bent on using pandemic to destroy capitalism and the install of a socialist dysfunctional dystopia. That's a lot of word salad. Smith declined to answer. I think it makes sense to make health decisions based on health experts, she said. The World Economic Forum and the person at the helm, good old Cotton Schwab, I don't think he's a medical doctor. I don't think he's a nurse. I don't think he's a paramedic. And I don't think he's a health professional. I'm going to be taking advice from our frontline nurses, doctors, paramedics, and health professionals to fix local problems that we have. NDP finance critic Sharon Phillips said in a statement that Danielle Smith's bizarre fixation on the WEF does nothing to repair healthcare, create jobs, or lower the cost of living for Alberta families. It's troubling for Albertans that Smith is more interested in dangerous conspiracy theories that help in than helping families and businesses. Now, again, this all gets into the politics that have been discussed already. Again, I should have mentioned at the beginning of this. This article is from October of 2022. However, now you probably could have told that based on me stating that this was after she swore in her cabinet. The reason I mentioned this, Andrew Lawton from True North is actually in Davos right now for the annual World Economic Forum hearings. Now, after Danielle Smith has faced much criticism, stating that she is dismantling and rebuilding Alberta Health Services, of course, she's come under much scrutiny, and it's going to be interesting to see at this conference if anything in regards to I guess the science or the experts is discussed in this year's forum. Danielle Smith, of course, has been making trails. She's been taking names, so to speak, as she continues to push against Stephen Guilbeault, good old Trudeau in the federal government on their plastics bans, on their agendas for 2030. And I have a feeling this year in Davos, good old Cotton Schwab is going to be standing around in his Mortal Kombat house coat, not feeling too good about what the Premier of Alberta has put forward so far. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think this is going to be beneficial for Alberta. If Danielle Smith is in fact doing the right thing by dismantling and rebuilding Alberta Health Services. Keep in mind when we talk about QP and organizations such as that, one of the heads of QP is married to former NDP Premier Rachel Notley. Which, I don't know about you guys, but that's a huge conflict of interest. And it also shows where the money goes. In any of these situations, I always say it's important to follow the money. Many critics have come out and stated that they don't agree with Danielle Smith doing this to Alberta Health Services. Many have said it's going to cost us doctors, nurses, and jobs. As somebody who's had a doctor for 20 some odd years who is now leaving his practice due to the strain that the medical system has put on the province, looking for a new physician is definitely like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And I definitely think that Alberta Health Services as an organization requires a retooling, and I couldn't be happier to see what Danielle is doing. Again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you think Danielle's doing the right thing, if she's doing a good job. Let me know if you think you're going to be able to boil an egg on Klaus's shiny forehead in Davos whenever her name is brought up this year. And don't forget to do the usual YouTube stuff. As I said at the beginning of the video, like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps get us out in the algorithm every time you put a thumbs up on a video or comment. So make sure to do your due diligence for our large fringe majority by getting us out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope you can stay warm as this cold front continues its way through Canada. If you can, bundle up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.